Chains by Boss. Chains by Boss is now the official sponsor of the Cowboy Up podcast. If you need your custom cowboy chains, you go to Chains by Boss. You can find them on any of your social media. You can find them on TikTok, Chains by Boss on TikTok. You can find them also on Instagram, Chains by Boss, and you can also find them on Facebook. Chains by Boss will deliver the hottest new cowboy chains for you, and we recognize them as our official Cowboy podcast sponsor. Thanks. And always, Dallas Cowboys for life. Peace. The Cowboy Up podcast would love to welcome Voscaro's Gang as our official sponsor of the Cowboy Up podcast. Voscaro's Game has all your custom stickers, your custom towels, your custom tumblers, anything you need to represent your team, such as those Dallas Cowboys or even those hated San Francisco 49ers. Voscaro's Gangs have you. You can find them on all social media, especially Instagram and TikTok. The Cowboy Up podcast welcomes Voscaro's Gang as our official sponsor of the show. As always, Dallas Cowboys for life. Peace. The Cowboy Up podcast welcomes Dominion Custom Clothing. Cowboy fans, if you need your custom suits, your custom sportswear, Dominion Custom Clothing is the company for you. Dominion Custom Clothing also offers a free mobile service to your home, to your business for suit fittings and fabric showing. Dominion Custom Clothing has been a clothier in the Dallas-Fort Worth area for the last 20 years. So if you need that suit for the night out on the town or the tuxedo for the prom or special occasions, Dominion Custom Clothing is the company you have been looking for. And as always, Dallas Cowboys for life. Peace.
No substitute for winning. I know that's a cliche, but we must win. We will win. Win is the name of game.
Check it out.
From Stop 6, Texas, it's the big fella. It's Dallas Cowboy Chris. And from the 915, Cholo Town, El Paso, is 21. Armando 21. And from the capital city of Texas, it's our man, Retrofit Sports. Hookem, it's Rue. And the player personnel director of the Cowboy Up podcast. Welcome, Kuiper A.Z. And from the great state of Arizona, he's Mikey 520.
This is our year. It's time to finish this fight, cause this is our year. The name of the game is win, we them Cowboys. First down, second down, we them Cowboys. Third down, touchdown, we them Cowboys. Everybody over here be some Cowboys. We be die hard, we be die hard.
What's up? What's up? What is up? Today is Tuesday, and what happens on Tuesday? It's the Cowboy Up podcast. And man, let me introduce the crew to you, man. To my right, to my left, to my left, to my right, to my right, to my left. Man, it's my homeboy from the capital city of Austin. It's Retrofit Sports. Hookem is Rue. What's up, Rue?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm good. We got him sneaking in the back door, and my man hit it with the new intro. Bro, killing it, dog. Just killing it with the new intro, man. I'm telling you, Chris getting funky with these graphics and like putting these videos together, bro. He's really putting us to shame, bro. I gotta step mine up. This is bad. This is bad. You killing it right now, Chris. That shit was fire.
I appreciate it. Man, the Cowboy player personnel director, man, from the great state of Arizona is our man, Kuiper. Hey, Z. What's up, Kuiper?
Hey, what's up, guys? And I wish I had a better picture, honestly. That one looked ugly as fuck.
Hey, man. Hey, those are the pictures that your pop sent, right?
Yeah.
And I was just like, all right, I use one of these. So,
I gotta get a better picture. Gonna have to go to more games.
Yeah. If you got a better picture, man, you send me another picture. Hey, man, and from the 915 Cholo Town, man, West Texas is our man 21. 21. What's up, Deuce?
What's up, fellas? You see outside, yeah. If y'all out there and y'all watching, y'all did not see the X-ray version of this because the big fella was flipping me off over there. You thought I didn't see him. Y'all just do the back.
First of all, you tried to slide through the back door on me.
Hey,
people who don't know I'm from Texas, you know, I got a little draw when I say door. Is people in Texas actually say dough. So he slid through the back door on me. And I don't appreciate that shit. I was like, I was cussing his ass out because on the group chat earlier, I said, man, give me a head count. Who coming today? You know, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, the first one of the answer was 21. I said, oh, you liar. I don't think you changing diapers or riding tricycles and shit somewhere. I don't know where the hell he be. But hey, man, we happy to see 21. Mikey's always out on assignment. He'll pop in if he will. He do, he don't. You never know about Mikey. But
Mikey's the our version of the boots on the ground.
Exactly. that is exactly. He's a member, not a member, but a member. But he's a member. You know. But we'll never not have him in the open, right?
Yeah.
Never
boy,
not have him.
He'll pop in somewhere.
But I do want to send out a shout out to a member on the show, man. Happy 10th anniversary to our man Retrofit Sport, him and his wife, man. Congratulations, bro.
Yeah.
I appreciate it, man. She took care of my ass this weekend, bro. I haven't done that since I lived in Dallas, man. It's been a minute since I've been able to catch a Stars game and a Rangers game in the same weekend. Can't be mad.
Hey, ain't nothing like a sports weekend, man.
Hey.
Ain't nothing like a sports weekend.
Tell me what's funny though, right? So she asked my buddy like what she should do or whatever, right? And like, bro, she brought up the Lakers Mavs game, and my homeboy immediately was like, "Do not take him to that game. He will be upset if you take him to that game. Like he'll go, but don't do that. Don't do that to him because he's gonna be mad." I was just like, "That's too damn funny, bro." Boy knew me well, man. Knew me damn well because I'd be at that game scalding mad, just staring at that motherfucker in a Lakers jersey. Like, I can't believe I'm here right now.
It's very emotional as shit.
Bro, I'd have been hot. Bro. I'm telling you, I'm still mad. Like, don't think like I'm still mad. Yeah. They have to win a title next year. Like, you have to. If you don't win a title in the next 2 seasons, like, we have a problem because you're an asshole for what you did. You're an asshole. And now they're talking about firing Nico. I'm sorry. I'm not going to turn this into a Mavs show, but so I'm still very upset and like, fire Nico Harris, son of a bitch.
Yeah, I'm feeling you, man. So, 21, how was your weekend, brother?
We chilling, big fella. You already know, baby. Keep us busy over here. So, but we chilling, man. We chilling, getting ready. You know, this draft is around the corner. It's a little far from us now, but you know, chill weekend, man. Not too much.
All right, Kai, how was your weekend, baby?
It was chill, man. I did a lot of scouting for this upcoming draft, making sure I stayed the player personnel, you know.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. He's at work all the time. I like that. He's at work. Man, let me tell y'all real quick about my weekend, man. Friday night, man, we decided, well, my wife and her boss, they decided they wanted to do a little team building to the San Francisco Giants game. I had never been to a Giants game. They got a sweet little stadium downtown San Francisco, right off the wharf, everything. So he wanted the pregame. And if anybody know my wife's boss, Corey, pre-gaming is dangerous. Okay. So we get to his house.
Do it, tequila.
Don't do it. But he lives in a little high rise downtown San Francisco. We walk in the door. He got the tequila shots ready. I was like, fuck. I say, now it's a day game, right? It's the day game. So it's a 1 o'clock first pitch in San Francisco. Okay. So we get to his house. We got there about 12. Damn, I said, okay, I had one, maybe two. All I remember, it was the third inning before we got in there, and I was 5 deep.
Damn.
So you get into the Giants game, twisted. So, and this is what happened to me. I don't know if I sent y'all that video or not. Why the guy directly behind me catches a foul ball. And I told my wife, I said, babe, if Corey didn't have us so fucking buzzed, I would have made an effort.
Yeah.
When it was funny, when the ball was coming to me, I said, oh, there it go. And I literally, and this is no joke, no lie, no exaggeration. I literally did this. Wow, you caught it.
Bro, I swear that's on tape. That's on tape. Yeah. That is on tape. I gotta pull up that game. I gotta pull up that home run. Like, you know who hit it?
It was a foul ball. It was a foul ball. Third base line.
Bro, that is on tape. I'm telling you.
Yeah, you gotta look for that one, Rue, for sure.
I gotta find that, man, because that's on tape.
It was so funny though, man. And I'm literally pointing at the ball. Oh, here it come right here. I literally just did this. And I got a video. I'm gonna send it to you after the show. And I got a video with the guy because he had just flew in from Miami. He was having a sports weekend, right? So he was going to the Giants game and he was going to the Warriors game that weekend, right? So he was having a sports weekend too. And it's like, man, and we sat there and we laughed about it because his buddies that was sitting next to him say, man, we gonna go upstairs because it's too hot. Man, it was 75 degrees. It was 75 degrees. I say, Texas, man, this is winter.
Yeah.
I said, y'all hot. I was like, okay. So they left, and then when they came back, they said, dude, you caught the foul ball? Like, yeah, bro, he was right. And I'm still talking slow. Yeah, he was right here. So that was a big fella weekend. Yeah, a weekend recap for the Cowboy podcast.
Oh, great. That's great.
So it was a little news, man, the past weekend. Man, the Dallas Cowboys, after apparently they didn't listen to this show or any of my TikToks. The Dallas Cowboys traded once again for a backup quarterback when it's 1,000 of them in the draft. And they traded for Joe Milton, former Michigan quarterback, former Tennessee Volunteer quarterback, now former New England Patriot quarterback, playing literally one game. And oh my God, I forgot to pull this up, Rue, when we was getting prepared for the show, but the comments that Katie McCoy made that Dak Prescott basically need to beware of his job because Joe Milton will take his job. Okay? That's what he said. So I'm gonna go first and I'm gonna let y'all go because y'all know I got hot sports opinion about Joe Milton, right? Especially with him playing at Michigan, and I saw him for 3 years at Michigan. And what people don't realize, the reason Joe Milton transferred, because J.J. McCarthy was a freshman, and he couldn't beat out J.J. McCarthy.
Wow.
He was a freshman. J.J. McCarthy was a freshman, and he didn't even start at Michigan his freshman year, but he couldn't beat him out, so he left. He went to Tennessee. Tennessee give him starting position, and they benched his ass. Okay. So then Eden Hooker, thank you. Then the next year they giving him a job again. He gets hurt. Never started another game. Okay. So
She's telling y'all bye real quick.
I
baby. So the reason he get drafted in the NFL, and it's kind of like being in NBA. If you 7 feet, they're gonna draft you. And in the NFL, if you got a big arm, they're gonna draft you for potential. Okay. So a lot of times you can see potential on the field. You never saw it with Joe Milton. And when the Cowboys gave up another fucking draft pick for a quarterback who's not going to see the field, it's insane to me. When there's so many quarterbacks in the draft, Ruse boy Quinn Ewers will be in the later round. The kid, a former Ohio State kid that played at Syracuse, he would be in the later rounds, right, Kuiper? All these decent quarterbacks that I would be like, yes, I like that. But they wasted another fucking pick on a backup quarterback. So I'm gonna let Kuiper go first, and then we'll move. What was your thought when the Cowboys got Joe Milton?
You tried this with Trey Lance already. He's basically he's not as strong of an arm as Trey Lance isn't as strong of an arm as him, but you just traded for Trey Lance and that shit didn't work. Why are you gonna go for somebody else? To me, they don't run the offense that Joe Milton needs. The fit doesn't make any sense. He needs to be in Baltimore and run that kind of offense. What the Dallas Cowboys need is a pocket passer who's gonna be able to fucking dip and dunk just like what's his name did. Sorry, I'm forgetting his name, but the fit doesn't make any sense, and people are gonna say, "Well, it's a rookie contract. What's wrong with trading for a rookie contract? You would have had an extra year had you just gone in the draft and drafted one. If you just gone in the draft and picked somebody who actually fits your scheme, would have been way, way better than what they did. I think it's such a stupid move.
All right, 21. What did you think about the Cowboys giving up another fucking? Sorry, I'm a quick curse. My mom may jump on. About the Cowboys giving up another draft pick for Joe Milton.
So I'm with Kuiper as far as that they tried this already. You know, we saw the what's this kid's name? Just went to the Canadian League. Trey Lance. We saw Trey Lance come in.
He signed with the Chargers.
Oh yeah, he did sign with the Chargers. Yeah, my fault. Yeah, he did sign with the Chargers. But we saw Trey Lance. We I guess the Cowboys the organization thought that he was gonna be the heir just in case, and that didn't work, right? So I think they're trying it again. They have a young rookie quarterback, not rookie, but they got a young quarterback. Maybe they see potential, So at first, I was kind of, I don't know why they did this. They wasted a pick, but then I'm just like, okay, we'll look at it as I'll be the Mikey. I'm gonna be on the other side. Let's give that competition there, right? Maybe we got something, maybe we don't, right? But I like it. It's a young talent. We got a new coaching, staff here. Who knows what they can do with him? So let's see what pans out. I guess I got to look at it as the glass half full.
All right, Rue, what you think about the Cowboys trading for Joe Milton?
What's good, Corner? This whole thing is kind of funny to me, right? Because this is really based off of the Buffalo Bills game. He had a good game in the Buffalo Bills game, and showed some spark, I guess you could say. But to get back to what Chris was saying, and honestly, what they said even on that show that we're not even going to mention, this man has never beat out anyone, and now he's a Dallas Cowboy, and you have people with a straight face talking about he gonna beat out Dak Prescott. he is only taking Dak Prescott's job if Dak Prescott has like career-ending injury. Because even if he got hurt this year, what are we saying? Are we saying that Joe Milton is going to lead us to what Dak essentially did in his rookie season and go like 14-3, 13-4 and win? Like, come on, y'all. Like, what are we doing? This man did not beat out Hendon Hooker, could not beat out J.J. McCarthy, could not beat out Bo Nix, could not beat out. Who has this man beat out? He played 6 years in college, 3 years at Michigan, 3 years at Tennessee.
Yep.
And I'm not saying that there's nothing here. I'm really not. Because, I mean, I'm down to get any. You never know, right? You just sometimes it's just about where you are, finding the right spot at the right time. So I'll give you that. There is the measurables, right? Just like Chris said, the measurables are definitely there. It pops. And don't get it twisted. Chris was excited at Michigan when he first saw this man.
I was.
First saw this man step on the field. He was excited because I know during the spring game, this man was lighting it up, throwing dots downfield. You were just like, damn. But then you found out he couldn't throw a pass within 5 yards at all.
Like this, when he was at Michigan, you instantly thought of Cam Newton because that's how big he is. Big kid.
Big boy.
Big kid, right?
Big dude.
So amazing. Oh man, this dude's arm. What was the quarterback that got drafted by the Raiders that year with the big arm, the bus? Russell.
Marcus.
He is Jamarcus Russell, but with a lower draft pick. Big arm, no substance to it. Nothing to it.
And then it kind of boils back down to the point, right? Like, would you have rather had Queen Ewers in the 5th round? Would you have rather had Seth Hennigan from Kentucky in the 5th round, 6th round? You know, is this going to be another guy that you spent a draft pick on that people said that other people had interest in? And I believe it more on Joe Milton than I do on Trey Lance. And the fact is, just to say it, the Trey Lance trade was still way worse. Way worse. I get he was a top pick. San Francisco gave up everything under the sun to go get him. But the fact of the matter is he played 1 year of D2 ball at North Dakota State. And it just, 2020 COVID year and all that other nonsense. And the fact is the man never even saw the field. We gave up a 4th round pick for literally nothing. With Joe Milton, I don't have Cooper Rush right now. I've got Will Grier. So I get it. You needed to fill the backup spot anyway, and I can appreciate that. But could I have found it in the draft? I honestly think Kyle McCord might go a little sooner. I think PFF's got his ranking wrong because I think Kyle McCord's got really nice measurables, and the fact is he got Syracuse to 11 wins, which is very impressive for anyone playing at freaking Syracuse because I guarantee you they won't win probably half those next year. But ultimately, I feel like there was enough quarterbacks in this draft for a solid, moldable backup where I guess maybe they just really love the measurables in Joe Milton. And if he can throw the bomb at the NFL level, how hard is it going to be to teach him to throw intermediate passes? Maybe he just can't. Maybe it's his ability to read the game. I don't know. Maybe it's the timing. I'm not really sure. But ultimately, you can't just live on the bomb in this league. It's not going to work. You have to be able to put some touch on the ball and put it into tight spots and tight windows. So how this is going to pan out, he's our backup freaking quarterback. And the only way he takes over for Dak Prescott is by injury. This whole nonsense.
Let me ask you this. Do you want to watch it? Are you ready to watch it in preseason?
Sure. He's the only quarterback I'm going to see outside of training camp and the little bullshit videos or whatever. Because Dak's not playing. Dak's not playing. We got 17 games. He's not playing a single snap in the preseason. So, yeah, let me see what my 5th round pick got me. Absolutely. I'm sure. I want to know if my backup is solid.
All right. Cowboy Corner, man. Welcome, brother. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, man. What you think about Joe Milton to the Cowboys?
Yeah, no, this is the only segment I could do here, fellas. Sorry, I've been in and out. The Frisco report's back, so we'll be doing that. We'll do that here in a minute. But anyway, listen. Joe Milton. You guys said it all. You guys, said it all. But some disagreements. I think Joe Milton can fit perfectly in the system with Dak Prescott. He's going to be able, Trey Lance was able to do a lot of running. We need a mobile quarterback. There's a lot of read options here in this playbook. If Dak was to go down, that's the only way Joe Milton's going to play, right? Big arm, short game's kind of weak. The only way I like this, if I can find confirmation that this was Schottenheimer's call, because Schottenheimer got his guy. Every new coach should be able to go get their guy and let them develop and showcase their talents of, hey, I developed this guy. This is my guy, right? Mike McCarthy did it with Aaron Rodgers. Bill Belichick did it with Tom Brady. Looks like Kyle Shanahan's doing it with Brock Purdy. Jason Garrett did it with Romo and Dak Prescott. So it's like, if this is the Schottenheimer call, fantastic, right? But if this was a Jerry being cheap, worst move ever, because we're back to the fundamentals of Cowboys being Dollar Tree. And so, but no, I can't wait to see the kid in preseason, see what Schottenheimer does, see what this quarterback coach does with them. And good luck to the kid. He's our backup quarterback. He's better than Will Greer.
now, let me say this, okay? Let me say this. Y'all know the big fella. Y'all know I'm so diehard Michigan. It's ridiculous. And when I start shitting on Michigan players, you know it's true, okay? You know if I shit on a Michigan player, it's true. Okay? Dude, he was there for 3 years.
Yeah.
Fucking count. Every 3 years.
Yeah. Right.
The difference, though, Trey Lance only had a year of college.
Yeah, but you know what, Corn? I'm glad you said that, because I was in the proponent. Resign Trey. Resign him. Why not? Because at the end of the year, we knew we wasn't going nowhere, right, Corner?
Right.
Why did they not play Trey the last 3 games of the season? Why did they?
Ready.
What you mean he wasn't ready? I don't understand that he wasn't ready.
Do I need to rewind to the third preseason game?
Now, timeout. We didn't even have anything to play for by then. So why does it
matter? It doesn't matter.
They got no value out of him anyway.
Dude,
you might as well check him out. To just bench him and not even play him? Why did you sign him then? It doesn't make sense to trade him at all. We were already out of playoff contention by then.
Do you want to know the truth of why Jerry traded? Jerry didn't talk to Will McClay. Jerry didn't talk to Coach McCarthy. Jerry didn't talk to Dak Prescott. Jerry thought Trey Lance would be the savior for Dak. Jerry didn't have to sign Dak Prescott. Trey Lance went and threw 5 interceptions. A week later, Dak Prescott got his extension. It's no coincidence. Jerry Jones thought he could pull a fast one, be the smartest man in the room, and it backfired horribly. But I got 2 minutes. I got to get going.
Okay, well, I'm going to give you all this 2 minutes by saying this. I remember on a show called Talking Crazy and a little couple things on a certain person's channel was trumping Trey Lance for president. But then you just sit here and you told me he wasn't ready when all I heard from you is play Trey Lance.
Not lying.
Hey, you got to play Trey Lance 100 in the preseason. That's what I was talking about. Play Trey Lance in the preseason.
No, I'm talking about after the preseason when Dak got hurt. You said on your show, why aren't we playing Trey Lance?
Right, because hindsight is 2020. Looking at it now, he wasn't ready. And the only reason why they played Trey Lance at the end of the game, at the end of the year, was so Cooper Rush couldn't get his damn incentive. Jerry Jones being cheap.
But let's be real here, man. Because Trey Lance signed at Los Angeles with the Los Angeles Chargers for like $6 million. What is Joe Milton here for? Rookie deal, probably 1. He's a 6th-round pick.
I think it's $3 million the entire duration of the contract.
So there you go. There's your answer. I mean,
I gotta go.
All right, later, Mike. All right, so the reason, all right, look, I'm not shitting on as what Cowboy Corner would say on the person. I'm shitting on the player because I saw him, bro. And when I saw him at Tennessee, I still had hope for Joe Milton. I did. I was like, sometimes a change of scenery in college or in the pros will help a quarterback or help a player out, right? We've all seen it, So I was still cheering for him because he was a Michigan guy. Hey man, you go to Tennessee, man, light up the SEC. Show him, man, that you were not the trash quarterback that I said you were. Hey, Joe Milton, get there and go to Tennessee, and they give you the starting job. And it was 3 weeks later. Your ass was on the bench watching the Tennessee game like I was. That's just my point. That's just my point, and I just hate, man, that our front office, the big fella's famous saying, the great value shit, and it just drives me absolutely batty when we keep doing the whole offseason. We signed a bunch of players this offseason, and really one of them is the only one you said, oh yeah, man, I'm so glad we got him. And he used to be a Cowboy.
Yeah.
That's my point. We signed a bunch of first round draft picks that will bust other places. Oh, let's get them. Hopefully they'll work here. Come on, man. Just as Cowboy fans, man, it frustrates the hell out of me. Anyway, let's change subject off of Joe Milton. I know we started to show off a little fire. So I want to do this, man. We're gonna get into some draft talk, but before we can do the Cowboy draft talk, I know Kuiper wanted to talk about Travis Hunter. What's on your mind about Travis?
I think this guy's a bust.
Ooh.
Oh.
Woo.
I know that's big to say, but hear me out, okay? Hear me out.
Now hold on. Before you get into it, a bust in the sense of what? Like he's not going to be successful at corner or wide receiver, or
See,
like
that's the thing, right? That's the thing. I don't see how in the fuck anybody could think he's gonna be a full time at both positions. How in the hell Deion Sanders, Charles Woodson, okay? Two of the greatest athletes the NFL has ever seen. Neither one ever even saw like at least 10% snaps at wide receiver, right? Neither one ever did anything on offense. Neither one was ever put on special teams. Why? Because both of them were truly great at cornerback. Both of them had too much value on the defensive side. Travis Hunter, how much can you say his value is on either side of the ball? If he's going to be truly great on defense, he's not going to get taken away from there because no coach is stupid enough to let that part go, to let go of a shutdown corner. They're not going to let him go on offense because on offense, he's going to get hit way more. And then he's going to get hurt. And what? You lost an asset on both sides of the ball. On offense, if he's producing touchdowns and he's producing all these, like he's just like how he was in college, right? Are you really going to go let him be on defense? If he gets hurt on defense again, you lost both sides again. So I truly don't see how he's going to get played on both sides of the ball. And now, my thing is, this guy spent too much time on both sides. He spent too much time playing two-way. He hasn't mastered either side. What does he master? On offense, he relies so much on athleticism. He sucks at route running. He can catch the ball, sure. That's the one thing he's elite at is his ball skills. But he sucks at route running, dude. I don't know if you guys saw the video of him at the pro day. Mm-hmm. That dude looked like a high schooler running routes. He looked like he had no idea what he was doing, and he's just this pure athlete that went out there and said, I'm going to try this out. Let's see if I can do this in front of all these people. That shit was atrocious. That looked atrocious.
Okay. Normally, I never push back on what you say. Never. I love your takes. I love them. I'm closing my eyes because I'm trying to get my words together here. Okay. All right. Let me just clarify something. when you say bust, meaning he's not going to be good at either position, or are you saying he's just bust as a NFL, well, as a future NFL player?
I think
Which one
he's
are
gonna
you
be
saying?
a good cornerback, but I think he's gonna
Just
push to
good.
be a wide receiver and be a bust at wide receiver.
Huh. Okay. Well, in college, just like Dion, I watched a lot of Colorado football because at one point I was there. Okay. And in Boulder. So they literally don't throw to his side. Literally. They literally didn't throw to his side. So the stats at cornerback is hard. It's tricky at cornerback. I'm sorry, am I breaking up in and out?
No,
Sorry
you're good now.
if I am.
You're good now.
So it's tricky to judge cornerback because if they don't throw your way, it's kind of hard, okay, to judge that. But let's go to the wide receiver portion of Travis Hunter. Okay. This dude makes miraculous catches.
Right.
The only thing I see a downfall with Travis Hunter is his size. That's it. To play every down on both sides of the ball. In college, you make it do it, but you got to think about it. He was playing this at a high level. He was playing in the Big fucking 12. He wasn't playing this at Division II don't give a fuck state. He was playing this at a division.
That's the thing though too. You look at the tape when he played big boy wide receivers, he got fucking ran through. He got bodied every single time. And he had to hold on for dear life every single down.
I say I agree with you on one. The kid from Colorado State bodied the hell out of him.
Mhm.
Okay. He broke him down. I do agree on that game. The other games, I don't know about bodied, but we're gonna find out soon. Hey, Rue, you got any comments on this?
I guess I gotta understand your definition of bust, because I mean, boots on the ground.
All right. So look.
Boots on the ground is blowing up this chat. Like Mozzie bust, Taco bust, Marcus Russell bust, like Travis Buster. Like, are we talking like he is just gonna be irrelevant? Because here's my assumption before you go. Here's my assumption of what's gonna happen with him. He is gonna play corner because he's ranked as the number 1 player on PFF as a corner because he is a damn good corner. And I know there's tape. I know he's gotten kind of pushed around by a couple different folks, and he does need to get his weight up. He's only like 185, 190, something like that, 6'1". So he does need to get his weight up a little bit, maybe. But at the end of the day, the man can play. Like I've seen the man play, and I'm a big Dion fan, so I've watched Colorado. I've seen what he can do on the field. I think that Travis Hunter is a very raw receiver for sure. You're not going to find him there. He's going to be on cornerbacks.
No, they don't show it.
They don't
show it at wide receiver.
He's not listed at wide receiver. He's only on corner. But for what you're looking at with him, I think it'll be gimmicky plays, or not gimmicky plays, but situational plays if he plays any offense at all. They're going to pick a spot. And it was pretty apparent in his pro day that he really wants to showcase what he can do as a receiver, because we didn't see him backpedal one time during that whole thing. He didn't do any DB drills whatsoever. It was all wide receiver catches, this, that, and the other. But man, he can catch. And, he is very raw when it comes to that position. But I do tend to agree with what you're saying in terms of he's not elite at anything. He doesn't make me think of, Charles Woodson. He doesn't make me think of he doesn't make me think of Dion. He doesn't make me think of Darrelle Revis. And that's not what comes to mind with Travis Hunter. But to call him a bust?
All right. So,
I mean, maybe because he's going to go like number 2, number 3 at that spot.
That's what I mean by okay. So that's what I mean. Like, he's not deserving of number 2 or 3. What I mean by bust, he's not gonna be what everybody thinks he's gonna be. Everybody's holding him to this high elite status. But the guy, you like his pro day, okay? He didn't show cornerback drills for a reason. He wants to be a wide receiver. And if he truly goes that route, he's complete Jamarcus Russell bust.
Wow.
You're saying if he focused solely on receiver and didn't want to play corner and wanted to play receiver most of the time, he's gonna be a bust.
Look at like he doesn't. All right, so in the NFL, you need separation, dude.
Yeah.
If you can't separate in
And
the
at this
NFL, it doesn't matter how good you can catch.
Yeah.
He's gonna get shut down.
Well, Pro Football Focus got him the number 1 player in this year's draft.
I know they do, and that's because he's a good corner. He's a good corner. If he stays at cornerback, he will be good. But I don't think he's gonna stay at corner.
Real quick, Heisman Trophy. I know Travis won it, but I'm on that.
He shouldn't have.
I'm on that Genty train. It should have been Genty.
It should have
2,600 yards.
1000%.
It should have been Genty.
Wow.
Sorry.
21. We left you out of this conversation, but we love to bring you in it. I'm sorry. I know we're the college guys.
You guys are the college guys over here, but the little that I do know of Travis Hunter, we never saw Dion playing a full position, right? We always saw him, as the DB, right? So I think it's gonna be one main position, but I think I think eventually he'll get snaps in wide receiver. It ain't gonna be a full-time thing though, but he's gonna get them snaps at wide receiver. He's gonna be one of these Dion guys that we really haven't seen a player like that in a while, right?
No,
Woodson.
Shit,
right?
Really ever to play true. I mean, he played every snap. He was out there all the time. But I gotta push back on the hits a little bit. You can play receiver in this league and not get a hit the entire game. I mean, obviously he's gonna be
Tyler Lockett does it.
I mean, you're not going to take as much damage, even at corner. I mean, his run grade is actually pretty good on PFF. He's got like a 79 on PFF on his run grade. But are you really? If the DB's tackling the running back, we got problems, man. That's not what's supposed to be happening anyway. I'm just saying.
Another thing, though, if he goes to wide receiver, where is he playing? Is he slot or is he outside?
That's
X, man, because they had him at the outside receiver all day at Colorado, all day.
So he doesn't have a release. He doesn't have any route running for that outside.
6'1",
Are you just gonna throw the ball out to him and hope he's T. Higgins?
Well, shit, that was a lot of their play calling anyway, especially in the end zone. In the end zone, it was all
get it,
fake,
Travis,
and he would go get it. So, hey, I see your point, but just I see his results on the field too. His results on the field, he gets results, and just like that one play in TCU. When he picked off that TCU player, I was just like, oh my God. And it was a couple picks, man, he made. I was just like, okay, don't throw that boy aside. But when he's a dual threat person, so it's gonna be hard to judge him because he does play two different positions. And and we can't really judge him until who he goes to. And will they be dedicated to let him play both sides? I understand what you're saying, Kuiper. You wouldn't, right? Because it's all about the money, right? College, it wasn't no money thing. It's about money now. I need that. Hey, what's the best availability is being available? You got to be available.
I'll tell you what, though. If by some miracle, because it would be a miracle, if he truly played both sides of the ball, more than half the snaps on both sides, and played one position more dominant than the other, but he was playing like 70, 80 snaps a game, made it through the rookie deal, what do you even pay that guy?
Yeah.
What do you pay him as?
Yeah.
Because if he's truly both and he ends up blowing up and being that, which I don't think he will. That's extremely hard at this level.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine. If he pulled that off, that's some Bo Jackson shit. Like, that's dumb shit.
Great
That's that
comparison.
other stratosphere kind of.
Dude, mentally alone, that is a fucking
that
challenge.
would be so much on the body that you got to wonder, like, what would that contract even look? I mean, just the way the cap is now, these guys are getting paid, what, 40 million?
I think the end money, honestly.
Yeah.
Like
40
it
mil.
would be
Yeah.
dumb.
And then like
It would be
5%.
a
Imagine
dumbass contract.
mentally, because you gotta learn 2 playbooks, not 1 playbook.
Two playbooks, watch double the film.
You know,
Yeah, because you got to
Hey,
beat
but-
the guy in
hey,
front of you. You got to stop the guy in front of you. Like, damn, that would be the most insane thing I've ever seen. Like, if he actually pulled that off,
That's why I don't
it would be
think.
incredible. It would be incredible though if he did. If he actually did it, how can you not root for that kid? How could you not? I don't think he will either. I agree with you. I really do. But
Yeah.
Think
that would be nuts.
about a professional athlete. What you got to do all day but study your playbook? Shit, he ain't going to class.
I mean, he got a wife, too. You already know his girlfriend is a headache.
Yeah.
I pray for him on that, man.
Bro, I
honestly.
do too, man. I hope he get rid of that evil in his life. Like, I feel bad for him. I do.
We'll talk about Trevor when we get closer to the draft. So let's talk a little bit about Cowboy football. How about that?
Yeah.
What is the best fit right now for the Dallas Cowboys at 12? Piper, you are the player personnel director. What is your best fit for the Dallas Cowboys right here at 12, brother?
Tedero and McMillan.
Okay.
Tedero and McMillan. Because honestly, right now, the way the draft is looking, the way teams are talking, and everybody's saying, man, I think he's gonna fall, and I don't think he's deserving of that fall because the dude is a fucking baller. The dude his hands are elite. He's 6'5" and big body. The difference between him and Hunter, they both can catch really well, but Tataroa has the body to match those hands. And he does have a good release. He's a pretty decent route running. He's fluid movement. If they can land Tataroa McMillan to be the T. Higgins to CD Lamb's Jamar Chase, I think you have a very dynamic offense. Very dynamic.
Rue, what is your best fit for the Cowboys at 12?
So I've been back and forth on this a lot. I have been back and forth on this quite a bit, and I think I've finally come to a decision. If I got my dream pick, if I got the guy that I truly wanted in this draft, and I would think I would be the most excited about, it's Ashton Genty.
Okay.
If Ashton Genty fell to 12, I think I would be the most excited about that. And the only reason I'm leaning more towards that right now in this moment is because I get it. There's a lot of good running backs in this draft, and I am the biggest proponent of wait and get a running back later and this, that, and the third. I have been screaming that from the hilltops forever. But that kid's special. And the more and more I watch him and the more and more I learn about him, he makes me think of Derrick Henry. And if I can draft Derrick Henry, what I should have done back in 2016, which I would have waited to the second to do, just saying. But I think Ashton Genty is that special of a player. But I do love a lot of the names that have kind of come up in this spot. But at 12 for the Cowboys, I just feel like that's the position that I desperately need more than anything, just because of what it does to my offense when we run the ball successfully. It has been the best thing for my offense, and I feel like there is enough in the second round to go get me a good, solid X receiver. And the fact of the matter is, I'm curious what this organization thinks about Jalen Tolbert right now. Just because second round pick, he had a decent close of the year. Are they thinking that maybe they'll go second round again and then handle the situation that we literally don't have a spot to fill with, even though I know we've gotten some players, Javonte Williams, Miles Sanders, this, that, and the third. These guys are not my starting running back. And if it could be Ashton Genty, I would love that.
Right. So 21. Sorry, guys. Who is it?
For me, it just who it's gonna be, I don't know, but I want to say wide receiver. Wide receiver is I think this spot we need to go with. I think we need to make this we need that 1-2 punch again. I'm not saying Tolbert ain't it, right? Because Tolbert, we're seeing his rise, right? But I still think that he's still in that 3 position if we can get a 2. So I'm at wide receiver. Who is going to be there? Is it Ted? Is it I guess what Boots is saying Golden?
Matthew Golden, yeah.
So
they had a meeting with Golden.
Yeah,
have a meeting scheduled with Golden on Thursday.
So we'll see, but I think wide receiver will definitely be something. We need another CD, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, man, this is what I think, man. I wish I wish it would be Genty, but I really don't think he ain't getting past the Raiders.
I don't know if he's gonna make it. I don't know. There's a lot of murmurs around the Raiders. The Raiders are at what, 6, 7? What are the Raiders at?
6.
They're at 6. I get it. Like, they need a running back. There's no question about that. But what if they're also thinking they can get it in the second round? Not to mention, they only signed Geno to a 2-year deal.
Right.
Pete Carroll could retire tomorrow. What if they get to 6 and Shadur's still there? Are the Raiders going to pass up on Shadur just because of Geno on a 2-year deal? Yeah. Is that really going to happen? Maybe, maybe not. But there's a good chance that Shadur may or may not be there. And what about Jackson Dart? There's been a lot of murmurs about Jackson Dart, the old Smith, the Ole Miss guy. And I know that the speculation is centered around them getting Ashton Genty. I get it. This is one of those drafts where people really don't know. Like there's a lot of drafts that we look at and it's just like there's a lot of expected things that really end up happening the way they're supposed to end up happening. But this is one of those drafts where it's like you got a lot of guys in here that are pretty raw. I mean, I've heard commentators talk about literally from 10 to 32, you're basically getting the same guy.
Yeah.
I've heard it as high as 5 to 32, you're basically getting the same guy at any given position. So there's no telling where anybody's head's at with this. Not to mention the fact that this is literally the only draft in the last, 32 years now that every single team has their first round pick.
Yes.
This is going to be a weird ass draft, man. And we haven't seen any movement. Not only is it a draft where everybody literally has their first pick, nobody's done anything yet.
Nope.
Nobody's done shit.
I think if they do, I think they're doing it on draft night.
Yeah,
I don't think nobody is trying to show their card too early. Their cards, because if you get only way you can show your cards early if you getting 1 or 2. If you ain't getting 1 or 2, you better hang on, clutch those pearls tight, because somebody who wants the player you want may try to make that hell of a move too to get above you. Because really, if you ain't getting in the top 3 of this year's draft, you're not gonna get who you want. You're not. I mean, because before the Raiders traded for Geno, we all thought Shador was going to the Raiders. Everybody knew, hey, it's going to the Raiders, but it still may happen. Just think about what happened with the Falcons last year. We had no clue the Falcons were going to draft the quarterback in the first fucking round. They had just signed the White Prescott to a big deal.
And honestly, with the Raiders, isn't running back like a luxury pick for them? Like, who's their number 1 receiver? Who's their left tackle? I'm just saying, like, isn't that a luxury pick for the Raiders? Don't the Raiders have a lot more holes than that?
Yeah.
Than a running back?
Actually, they do got a good left tackle, though.
I'd be lying
Colton
if I told
Miller.
you their O line. I'd be lying if I told you I knew a single player on that O line. I'd be lying. But I'm just saying, like, it's not like this is some stacked roster. Like, who's the wide receiver one? Who even is it? Don't tell me
Jacoby
Brock
Myers.
Bowers.
I have no clue.
Jacoby
Right?
Myers.
Jacoby
Myers
Myers
is their
okay.
number one. I mean, you know, it's they got more than running back to fill. There's no guarantee. I know that's the speculation. But if I'm a Raiders fan, I'm not happy about Ashton Genty. What's that even gonna do? You know what I'm
Get you
saying?
like 2
Like
wins.
they got
You say
it's,
2 wins.
I mean,
Improved from 4 wins to 2. I mean to 6.
Honestly, see, this draft really is just all about scheme fits and personnel fits. Because it is true, there's a lot of edge rushers that are basically the same. They play the same. They got the same skill sets, the same, all the fucking attributes and shit. It's really just who's gonna fit where, and who's willing to pick the first wide receiver, who's willing to pick the second running back, the first offensive tackle, who's gonna be the second defensive tackle, and where is that gonna happen? I wouldn't be surprised in this draft if the Raiders, the Jets, or hell, even if the Giants traded back up into the late 20s to pick up their quarterback, just for that 5th-year option, because that 5th-year option does matter a lot.
I didn't think about it. That's a good idea, though. I mean, just so you can hold on to somebody for that 5th year. Yeah, because 5 years is better than 4 and 3. Yeah, because the later you get them, the less years you can hold them. Yeah, so that's why we got the player personnel director here. All right. Also, man, of course, we've been hearing the rumors. Wide receiver at 12. We know the Cowboys is bringing in Golden. I think tomorrow or the day after to give him a talk to. And I want to talk about this, man. Do the Cowboys have enough capital to move up in the draft? And I honestly think they don't. And I honestly think they shouldn't. Okay. I don't really think, other than Gentry, and that's only if he gets to 10, okay, and you have a suspicion somebody may jump ahead of you. I would consider it at 10, okay, but anything above 10, I'm not going, because it's going to cost you a number 1 next year, a number 2 next year, because the top 10 picks in the draft, man, that's the valuable picks. And the Cowboys is right. It was just like our team this year. It was right on the edge of doing anything, but we're so bad we're not good enough to do enough. You know what I mean? So they're at 12. So, Kai, but do you think they got enough capital to move up in that draft, or should they?
I don't think they do, honestly, because one, you really don't have any room in this draft to mess up. Okay, so that's 1. 2, you have too many needs, man. You can't take away any draft capital within the first 4 rounds, to be honest, because there's just so many needs on this team. You need as many picks as possible to keep within your division, to keep within upgrading your team, man. So the only time I want to see a trade up is going to be in the 3rd or 4th round. Trade up in that area to get a player that you really, really like. Maybe a steal. Maybe that ends up a steal. But the first 2 rounds, no. Trade backs only.
Okay. Rue, does the Cowboys have enough capital to move up in the draft, or should they?
This is not the draft to move up in.
Okay.
As much as I love Genty, I'm not trading up for him. I'm not trading up for him whatsoever. And, at the end of the day, if we're talking about doing anything, I'm talking about going backwards. I need more capital, not less. So I'm definitely not willing to give up draft picks to move up in this particular draft at all. There's no chance.
Okay. All right. My next one. You think the smarter move is to choose a defensive player at 12? I was thinking corner. If we were going defense in the first round, I was thinking corner. Hyper, player personnel director of the Cowboy Podcast. What would you think, man? Is it the smarter move to go defense for the Cowboys?
I am a huge supporter of going interior defensive line because I think that is where the game starts. Okay. I think the smartest move the Dallas Cowboys could make is to pick Kenneth Grant, the defensive tackle, the nose tackle. Yes, he's another Michigan tackle, DT, all the other ones that work out. This guy's different, okay? This is a big boy nose tackle. Strong, and he's really athletic for his size, okay? So that's one. And, dude, it's not just, he doesn't just help in the run game. Okay, this guy will push the pocket up for Micah Parsons. He's going to create a ripple effect, a trickle down effect for every other player on that defense. And what is the best thing you can do for your offense? Give them the ball as many fucking times as you can, dude.
I like that analogy. Rue, is it the smart choice to have a defensive player at 12?
I wouldn't hate a defensive player at 12. I really wouldn't. I think it's definitely necessary for this team to address the defense. It has been. I don't know if you go interior here. I feel like if you're going up this high at 12, like I mean, I'd rather have like Mimbow or your guy Mike Green even maybe on the edge. And I know I still got Sam Williams in the building. I know we signed. I know we still have Marshawn Nealand, and obviously we signed Dante Fowler. But if I'm going corner, do I want the corner more or the DN more? That's really the question. That's the question. Do I want D-line or do I want secondary? And I think because of the level of skill at this spot, even though I have horrid memories of drafting another corner in this spot, horrid memories. God, we were so excited.
Why is it horrid, Rue?
I mean, bro, Mo Claiborne, man.
I thought Mo was at 5 or 6. No, he's at 7. What is 7?
I'm just saying he was an early first round corner that this team drafted.
That's funny.
But I don't think Jahdae Barron is Mo Claiborne. I think Jahdae Barron, and honestly, you know what? Yeah, that'd be it for me. I'd want Jahdae Barron because we just lost Jordan Lewis. You have an injury history with Trayvon Diggs, and obviously Deron Bland. We're still kind of working it out, seeing what's happening. Even though I think Deron Bland's a great corner, and he's going to be a great corner in this league. But Jahdae Barron can play the nickel, can play the corner, can play the safety, and he is incredible at every position. He is a shutdown corner, and Jahdae, I think, would fit right into the scheme and could play multiple spots for a team, for a secondary that last year was pretty spotty because of injury. And with him, he can fill a lot of roles for this defense in the secondary. So if I'm going defense, I'd take the corner and I'd take Jahdae Barron.
He's sleeping on my Will Johnson from Michigan.
He's hurt. I don't want a hurt guy.
He ain't hurt. Shit.
He's hurt.
He didn't have like an ACL or anything like that. Nothing.
He hurt. He couldn't even run a 40. He hurt.
He ain't hurt. Shit. He ain't.
The man couldn't compete in the underwear Olympics, and he don't hold a candle to my guy.
Hey, a lot of people didn't compete in the underwear Olympics, and my guy was the number one corner the whole fucking year. Anyway. Hey, don't you love
what do you mean? Travis won the Heisman. What you mean? The number one corner is Travis Hunter.
Athlete.
That is the number one.
Travis was the best athlete in the that's what that was. So as your father hates, y'all want to do a mock draft?
Let's do it.
Hey man, we won't hold it long today. We'll move through it. We'll move through it today. So it'll get going. Because I know we debated a lot on the drafts and everything. I've already pre-selected us. Let's get started. Let's go. We got Cam on board, Shador, Travis, Genty at 4 this time. Wow. Okay. Abdul Carter. Hey, I want to ask y'all this, and you see Will Johnson went before your board. Anyway,
he didn't. Scroll up.
Okay, all right. All right. I'm gonna ask y'all a question. I'm gonna ask you a question. Okay. If Abdul Carter get to 8, that's not one person you trade up for. That's just a question.
You do.
Crazy.
You definitely do.
If Carter, if you could put Carter and Micah Parsons on the field together, would you trade up to 8? If this happens,
you would be in a bidding war with a bunch of teams. So
we lose.
Are you really willing to send that second, third, maybe even a next year first for Abdul Carter?
Losing that battle. I'm telling you right now.
Hey, dude, I had to strongly consider it. So on our board, the people who we've already talked about, man, I already know who we picking. They got McMillan falling to us at 12, and even though I love Tyler Warren, if McMillan wasn't here, I would draft a tight end, which we only talk about that once. So are we all in agreement for McMillan?
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's at 12, dude. He fell back to us. This is the run to the
I'm trying not to overthink it, right? Like I'm really trying my best not to overthink it, but it's McMillan.
It's McMillan. That's all right. Welcome to the team, McMillan. All right.
Dude, look at that. Like literally the next pick.
The next pick, Golden went to Miami. And so it's showing PFF is showing you, man, these guys are 1 and 1A.
Dude, I'm telling you
right now.
Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised in this spot if we end up taking Golden over him. Don't be surprised.
You remember when the draft season started and they had Golden in the late 20s. Now all of a sudden he's in the teens, right?
Yep.
All right. Something is going on. All right. So we got those Cardinals on the board. Let's see. I need to decrease this so y'all can see.
I guess you just paid your boy highest paid tight end in the league.
Yeah,
honestly, this is a great spot for you to trade back.
Yes.
This is a great spot for you to trade back. Like, who needs a tight end behind you?
Exactly. So, hey, you got a lot of great picks. Who do you want, Kuiper?
What are the trade back options? I'll check that out. I've paid Mike Green too many times. Let's do something different.
Trade.
Because y'all don't even have a 4th, right?
We don't have maybe, I don't know.
Like Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay want your night. They want
that makes sense. They would. Tyler Warren would make sense for them.
Yeah. So let me decrease this some more so you can actually see it. All right. They want to swap first rounds, and who would you ask for, Kuiper? Your first rounds
and 53 there, and we'll send 115.
And send 115. All right. You see, it's like a 42% chance, but we will
put 152 too.
For 2 seconds?
152. All right. Well, let's see. Make the trade offer. Hold on. I'm sorry. My computer's slow tonight. Give me a second. Oh, they accepted it. All right. Wow. Resume. They took the tight end.
So Tyler, yeah. Mike Green, God damn it.
Of course. Oh, damn, they took your guy. Yeah. I was like, of course you're going to take your guy. Oh, I didn't realize they took him. That's crazy.
All right.
Of course.
Yeah. You just made
Seattle too.
The highest rated tight end. Look like I think he's going Grant here from Michigan, but I'm speaking out of turn. Who you going, Kai?
You read my mind.
You know what? I'm going with Donovan as Zuriaco. I think that's how you say his name. I don't know. The dude has ridiculously long arms, And if you watch the tape, dude, he is polished. He is as polished as any of them in this draft.
All right, well, let's give you Donovan. All right, Donovan is off the board. Michigan, he went right after that. Colston Loveland is off the board for me. We got a lot of Michigan and Texas players in this first round. There goes the running back to Washington. Oh, I would hate that. Jesus, that would kill me. Oh, hey, but don't be surprised. The Cowboys may jump back in that late round if that boy is there too. All right, best players available. Look like we got cornerbacks. We already drafted one wide receiver. Got an edge, Landon Jackson. But let's check let's check the best running backs here. Still on the board. Scatterboo is there. Sampson is there. Henderson is there. Judkins is there. Harvey is there. Martinez is there. And the other guys are just late. Rue, where are you looking at this? You want to trade back or you want to stay?
What's available overall?
Overall, they had corners, both the corners.
Corners and then an edge.
I know. Reveal, is that his name? Revel.
Yeah, Revel.
Revel.
Mm-hmm.
I know he's been getting a lot of talk lately, man. The cornerback from East Carolina.
Hey, he's a good corner, dude. He just tore his ACL.
Oh, now talk about hurt players, huh, Rue?
Yeah, for sure. I think I would rather, if I can, I'd rather move back in this spot.
I do too. I want to trade back also. All right, so we're at 44. No, fuck you, Cleveland.
I was about to say 67. Damn, that's a third round.
That's a third round. So no, no. Look like we make a pick. we are making a pick.
And what running backs are available?
Scatterboo.
Yeah, I'm really liking Scatterboo. Even I know it's a six above, but hey, man, I just don't want to take the chance of losing a good running back. To me, it's either if we trading back, but they often trades in the third round. So
is there three? Is that third round or is there 3 trades available?
3 trade offers. Okay, Cleveland want to give us their 67th. That's the third round. Okay. The Raiders want to give us their 68th third round. Jeez. And the Steelers want to give us 83.
No. Okay.
No. Yeah.
Never mind.
And these are the best available.
Oh, Maxwell. Princely is a good player.
I like the cornerback Benjamin Moss. I like Morrison from Notre Dame. He's a good corner. Like him. I really do. I wouldn't even mind. I wouldn't even mind JT from Ohio State. I think he's better than that other fucking rush edge. What's his name?
Funny, man? What's really funny about this spot? I keep hearing about Andrew Mukubu in this spot, and I don't see him anywhere near here, which is crazy to me because I've heard a lot about Andrew Mukubu in this spot.
Yeah, like I said, he better than Jack Sawyer. I like JT over that if we go in defense. The rush in. We got 2 corners, wide receiver, rush ends, and Scatterboo is sitting there.
I'm torn on Scatterboo because I mean I've been really high on him. He really impressed me during the Texas game. But man, the more I watch him, the more I feel like you guys might be right. Like, is he gonna have breakaway speed in the NFL? It makes me a little nervous. But he might have the right supporting cast with who we have. But he's gonna be the bleeder, right? Like he's gonna be the.
This is my thing. Remember when the Cowboys had Marion Barber and Julius Jones, right?
Yeah.
And remember who was the closer, right?
Yeah.
It was Marion the Barbarian, and everybody fucking loved him because he ran. He was the beast in the backfield, right?
Yeah.
I'm not looking for breakaway speed. I'm looking for. This is exactly what I'm looking for. When it's you can get me 4 yards a pop. You can get me 5 yards a pop. Remember when the Cowboys was really good running when they had Murray, and Murray wasn't breaking off big runs all the time. He would get a chunk, and 6 yards here, 10 yards there, 8 yards here, 5 yards there. Next thing you know, he got 130 fucking yards, right?
Yeah.
He hardly ever broke long runs. Do you ever remember DeMarco Murray breaking long runs?
Shit. His longest run
Remember
was
that
sideways.
year,
His longest run was sideways.
dude. Every time he got the ball, he was giving us chunks. You remember that Seattle game when everybody remember the Legion of Boom was unbeatable in Seattle? They kept giving that fucking ball to 2-9, and he was kicking their ass. That's all I want Scatterboo to do. Give me 5 here. Give me a chunk 10 here. Give me this. Give me that. Because all it's going to do is matriculate the ball down the field. And this is where the Cowboys offensive line need to get better this year and even nastier. Because if you got that boy in the backfield, he going to give you them chunks. And he ain't going down easy. He's not. Rue, you seen him in your game in the playoffs.
Yeah.
The boy can catch too at the
he
backfield.
can. Yes, he can.
I just hate that. Dude, you seen him play. My thing
I'm overthinking it.
Yes.
Look. The thing is, you already have a power back on your team.
Man, is Javonte Williams really a power back though? He's not a power back. If anything, the Marion Barbarian and Julio Jones example is really kind of perfect. That's really what it would kind of in my head. It's kind of what I could picture. Honestly, maybe even a better version of it. And the fact of the matter is, man, it's character for me, and I think that Cam will be a true professional because I think that Cam has been doubted probably most of his life, and he shows it in his play, and I have to remember why I liked him when I saw him, even though he was playing against me. I had to respect him because the fact of the matter is, man, that first half, that man had 50 yards. He had 50 total yards in that first half, less than 50. I think it was like 46. He really looked like he was getting shut down that entire game. And then the second half came, and the man finished with 350 all-purpose yards. Like it's dumb. It's dumb. And the Texas defense, they're all over this first 2 rounds. So they're great fucking players.
Well, don't worry, we already took him. All right. Cardinals, you're on the clock, baby. What's going on?
Man. Shannon Higgins really went, huh? That sucks. Scroll down a little more.
That's funny. We like Jaden too. That was our A+ draft. Our A grade draft. Yeah, he was in that one.
Give me Carson Schwarzenegger.
Carson. All right. Carson.
Yeah, the linebacker of the UCLA. He's not the fastest guy. He's not the biggest guy. But when you watch the tape, he reacts so quickly to everything. Right, he just reminds me of Luke Kuechly in that sense.
You got back-to-back picks.
Yeah, you got back-to-back picks from your trade in the first round.
Scroll down. All right, yeah. Give me Maxwell Harrison.
Maxwell?
I don't think we need a corner, but that pure speed on the outside. And it's not like he had an injury, but he didn't have an ACL injury. He ruptured or tore like a groin or some shit like that. I forget, but not career changing.
All right, we're almost
start in the third is wild.
That is wild, ain't it?
He's at least a second in the draft.
All right.
Jalen Milroe to the Niners.
Yeah,
please, God, please.
Dude, he is trash personified. Anyway, we went offense these first couple picks, Rue. I think we need to look for defensive players. Let's see if we can get us a DT.
The pick in this spot is Alfred Collins.
Don't worry.
It's not even close. It's Alfred freaking Collins.
Yeah. I was with you. All right, Kuiper, you on the board. This is your last pick.
Give me Trey Harris.
Trey Harris, wide receiver from Ole Miss. All right, let's see what they grade us. Well, at least Boots gave us an A. Boots
He said, "I don't care who you draft from this point forward. You get an A++ from me, goddamn." That's a deal, baby.
Boots, man.
He gonna get an A. I'm thinking Kuiper's getting an A.
Yeah, that trade. Fucking. Let's see. What did he give him? Gave him an A. Yes, gave him an A. But they gave Swissinger a C.
He was your lowest one. You got an A+ if it wasn't for him.
All right, and let's see. Oh, that was the full one. And the Cowboys, we got an A. We got an A+ for McMillan.
Yeah.
Is that the second one in a row?
Hey, our second A in a row. Man, hush your mouth, man. Can you believe the Cowboy Up podcast? Every mock draft we do, we keep getting better. we keep getting better. Keep getting better. Look here, man. Let's go, man. Our final thoughts, man. Kuiper, you got any final thoughts before we get out of here, brother?
And I know I talked shit on Travis Hunter. Be a cornerback, my guy. It's the best thing for your future. Seriously. And Shador Sanders, you're a fucking bust for damn sure.
He hates Shador. He hates Shador so much.
No.
All right. Rue, your final thoughts.
Jerry, look at me. Sign this, man. It's been long enough. I don't need a witch an hour signing. Sign this, man. Like, stop with the nonsense. Because I've heard all these trade speculations. We've done it on this show. But the fact of the matter is, we've had 12 picks in the last, 5 years?
Yeah.
2 of them are franchise players. One of them is a generational talent, and it's this man right here. So go on and pay this dude, and let's stop with the drama already. Pay this man. Let's get it done so we can focus on what's to come and build this team around him and go get me what I need.
All right.
Pay the man already.
Simple.
It's getting tired. It's getting old. Pay the man.
Mine is even simpler. Pay him. All right. So that was my final thoughts. Hey, man. Hey, once again, another fun show, man. Thanks for everybody from joining us, from Boots on the Ground to JVS 21, also WWE guy Ivan Sosa, also Sammy Walkman 11 joined us today, man. Appreciate you, Sammy, for joining us. Also Cowboy Corner, even though he had another show going on today. Appreciate you. AJ from the Cowboy Can fan join us. DJ Kai, always appreciate you. Oh, another thing, the Unity Barbecue in Bakersfield, California is this weekend, man. So if you need more information, hit up One Star One Family on all social media, and they will give you everything to know about the Unity Barbecue. The big fella will be in the house also for the Unity Barbecue. So, hey, man, once again, great show, man. Appreciate y'all for joining us. And, man, as we always say here at the Cowboy Up Podcast, Dallas Cowboys for life.
Puro pinche Cowboys.
Peace.
Yeah, let me give a big shout out to Sports St. Louis Joe, bro, in the building. Always WWE Ivan Sosa in the building.
You see him?
The loyalist. You got Cowboy Beat in the building.
The great Cowboy Beat.
Yeah, what's up to them? Big shout out, man. Big shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all joining. We only growing, guys. We only growing. It's gonna get bigger. I'm excited. And
Hey, did you see he got retrofit right in the introduction? I did.
Hey, man. Hey,
Videos, dancing.
hold on, player. Sometimes I screw up, player. You know, but hey, man.
Players fuck up.
Hey, yeah, players fuck up. Yeah. First day of pass. Say, man, you know, we all play, man. It's just something about that first day. Ain't nothing like it. It is nothing like it, man. Because now to me,
Tomorrow tells the truth. Today was the truth, but tomorrow tells the truth.
I'm sick of this shit, man. I'm sick of this shit, man. You know, I know we all co-hosts, but you know, I like to have a little quick monologue before we get into a subject. You know, your ass always got to, spread shit and eating wings and
Motherfucker sprint.
Calm down.
I haven't sprinted in 5 years.
Calm down, Mike.
You sprinted in 5 years.
Calm down, Mike.
What you sprinting right now?
Yeah, we got a long show. We can go as long as you want to, man. So 21, what you got for Brock today, man?
Pleasure to meet you, Brock. I appreciate the love on TikTok, man. Shout out to Brock, man. Welcome to the show. Hey, I got the hard hitting questions, so I got the controversial.
Yeah. You're gonna come out with that Waterburger in and out, right?
We kind of keep it light, but big fella, I gotta hit him with Walter Cronkite stuff here.
Okay.
Drake or Kendrick?
See, okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have never really grew up liking Kendrick like that, right? I've always been a big Drake fan, so I'm gonna say Drake, but not like us. Like I was telling Terrence the other day, because Terrence is a huge Kendrick fan. I was like, not like us has me feel like a certain way, because I'm like sitting there like vibing in that song, but it's like this is Drake, and I'm a Drake fan over Kendrick any day. So that's not the only Kendrick song I like. Yeah.
And remember, like, subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to like. If you love us, tell your friends about us. Like.